A very pleasant good morning to all. I hope you are hale and healthy, isn't it? Good. Today we are going to learn a very interesting grammar question tag. It's very easy grammar. Usually we ask the question. It's very easy for us to ask the question to others, but very difficult to say the answer. But here it is, the question tag, a person asks the question as well as say the answer. From them itself we will get the answer. So that is called question tags. Tags are short additions that look like questions used at the end of a declarative sentence or imperative sentence. Do you know what is declarative sentence? Yes. Declarative sentences begin with a subject plus verb. Is called in a statement. The imperative sentences begin with a verb plus subject. It's called, that is an order and request. That is called imperative sentence. So usually the tag questions is in a end of the declarative sentence or imperative sentence. That is called question tag. When the first part of the sentence is positive, the tag verb will be the negative, like vice versa. That is, first part of the sentence is in a negative, tag will be a positive. Is it clear? So it is another name also is there, that is in a question tail. A positive statement uses the negative tag, a negative statement uses the positive tag. Is it clear? Question tag is a very compulsory question in an exam time. While you are writing that exam time, given sentence you should write and put in a comma and auxiliary verb plus pronoun. That pronoun you should write it in a small letter and write it in a question tag. It is very important. In this way, write only you will get a marks. Write in a given sentence, put in a comma, auxiliary verb plus pronoun and put in a question. This is an answer of the question tag. In this way you should write only, you will get a marks. Sometimes it may be come in a error spotting also. Is it clear? Let's see the rules of question tag in English grammar. The sentence now and the question tag must be in the same tense. This a given sentence is in the same tense means that question tag also to be write in a same tense. Secondly, negative tag use the contracted form of helping verb and not. Example, did not, hadn't, hasn't, won't, haven't. You should not write did not, had not. You should not write. It's a short form of the question. Didn't, hadn't, hasn't, won't, haven't, isn't, wasn't, weren't. Like that we write it in a answer. In this way write only. Again I will say you will get a marks. Is it okay? And third one, if the sentence is positive, the question tag must be in a negative and vice versa. Always use the pronoun in the question tag. Is it clear? That is, question tag must be auxiliary verb plus pronoun. Auxiliary verb means, what is that auxiliary verb? Helping verb plus pronoun. Is it okay? And then that is there are 10 rules. That is, first rule is some words are negative in meaning. For example, hardly, seldom, rarely, scarcely, barely. This and all is in a words itself is in a negative words. Is it clear? If it is this kind of words given in a sentence, you should write in a positive tag. So when the question is coming, you should be first of all identified whether it is in a negative statement or positive statement. Whether it is in a positive, negative words is given is in the given sentence or not, you should be identified. Then only write the answer. For example, he hardly does any work. He hardly, that is hardly is in a negative word. The does is in a present form. You should not change it in a past tense in a negative question tag. So what the answer will come? Does he. Does is in a, that is what already is given, the sentence is in a does. So write it in an auxiliary verb, that is in a does plus a pronoun, what is given, the pronoun is there, subject is there, is in a he. So use it in a does he. Put in a question mark. So you write the sentence. He hardly does any work, comma, does he, question mark. In this way to write. Isn't it correct to write? Is it clear? In the second example, he found barely anything to eat. Here given sentence is in a negative, words is there. Then barely is in a negative. So answer will come in a positive. Found is in a past tense. Here no auxiliary verb is given there, but found is in a past tense. So what the answer will come? Did. So did plus pronoun, that is in a he. So he found barely anything to eat, comma, did he, question mark. Is it clear? And the third one is he is seldom absent. That is seldom is in a negative word. So answer will you should write it in a positive tag. So is an auxiliary verb, is he. He is in a pronoun. So he is seldom absent, comma, is he, question mark. So this is a way to write the question tag answer. Rule 2. Rule 2 is if a sentence start with there, the question tag will go there in the place of pronoun. For example, there is no water. Is an auxiliary verb. So there is no water, comma, is there, question mark. Is it clear? And rule 3, question tag is always made in accordance with the main part of the sentence. Accordance, that is fixed with the main part of the sentence. That is, we should look at that only is in a subject and verb. Remaining part, that is what is unnecessary part and all, to be leave it. For example, I think he is right. That is, I think and all is not important, and hence it is not a main part of the sentence too. So which one is we have to be right, which one is we want to be right, that question tag, he is right. He is right only is in a main part of the sentence. Is in a auxiliary verb. So what is that answer will come? That is negative answer should come. So what is that? Is not he, but you should not write is not he, isn't it he. So I think he is right, comma, isn't he. Is it clear? Next one, that is fourth rule. There is no contracted form of am not. Suppose given questions, am is there, you should not write am not, but instead you should use it, aren't is used in question tag. For example, I am fine. What you have to be think, you should write it in a am not. Isn't it wrong? Instead, you should use it in a aren't I. I am fine, comma, aren't I. Okay, next, rule 5, each and everyone, everybody, no one, nobody, none are singular, and ends will take a singular verb and singular pronoun, singular adjective with them. But the question tag will take plural noun and plural pronoun. For example, everyone has come. What should you have to think? You should write it in a hasn't. Isn't it wrong? It's in a plural noun and plural verb. You should be right. Have, haven't they. Is it clear? When a question is given in a singular noun or singular verb, singular adjective, but answer should write plural noun and plural verb. Haven't I. Everyone has come, comma, haven't I. Rule 6. If the sentence starts with let us or let's, you should write shall we. Shall we is used in the question tag. For example, let us go to the party tonight. You have to write it in a shall we. Easy to write. If you find out let us or let's in that given questions, easy to write the answer is in a shall we. Let us go to the party tonight, comma, shall we, put a question mark. Again I say you that answer begin within a small letter, yes, and pronoun also is in a begin within a small, W also is come in a small, and question mark is very very important, is in a question mark. Is it clear? Rule 7, in imperative sentence, you know what is imperative sentence? Order, request, comment, all this and all is in a imperative sentence. But in how to identify in a written form, is it a verb plus subject? Example, come in, answer, won't you? Rule number 8, collective noun takes singular verb and singular pronoun in question tag. Example, the jury has taken its decision. The jury, do you know the meaning of jury? The jury is a group of people chosen to decide the winner of a competition. The jury is a group of people. That is easy to say that jury is a judge also, you have to think over it. So the group of people, but is in a answer should write singular verb and singular pronoun. The jury has taken its decision, comma, hasn't it? Is it clear? But in a rule number 9, you should see, if we talk about the individual members of a collective noun, or if there is a difference in opinion among the members of the collective noun, you should write plural verb and plural pronoun are used in a question tag. For example, audience. Audience is in a different opinion. Whether it is they are the audience in the auditorium or in an open place, different opinions. The jury is in the same opinion. They had given a decision to the winner of a competition. But in a audience is in a different opinions. So that is, they are also in a group of people. So what the answer will come is in a plural verb and plural pronoun. For example, the audience are taken their seat. So what the answer will come? Haven't they? Is it clear? So understood that the 8th rule and 9th rule, don't want to confused. 8th rule is, listen once again carefully, the jury is in the same decision, same opinion about that winners. So that we have to be use it in a singular verb and singular pronoun. But is in an audience is in a different opinions. So we should use it in a plural noun and plural verb. Is it clear? The last rule is, if an imperative sentence, I already told you, imperative sentence is nothing else, is begin with a verb plus subject. Is it clear? So imperative sentence, somebody is being offered anything, or if someone is being asked to do something, we should write the question tag is will you or would you. Is it clear? For example, open the door. Open is in a verb, the door is in a subject. Is it okay? So that is in an imperative sentence. So you should write that answer is would you. Open the door, comma, would you. Put in a question mark. Once again we will revise all the rules. A positive statement is write it in a negative answer. Negative statement you should write in a positive question tag. Once again I will revise all the rules. A positive statement uses a negative question tag. Negative statement uses a positive question tag. Example, it is raining. It is raining is in a positive statement. Use it in a negative question tag. Isn't it? The main part of the sentence is positive, but the answer should write it in a negative question tag. So suppose for example it is not raining, the answer should write in a is it. Is it clear? So the main part of the sentence is in a negative, so you should write it in a positive question tag. All are understood? If the next one, if the main part of the sentence as I am in it, use aren't I in the question tag. I am not, Suppose I am not in it, use am I. You should not use or I. Isn't it wrong? Clear? I am in it, one positive statement only, negative question tag should write aren't. Negative, that is negative statement, I am not, should write am I. Is it clear? Example, I am your best teacher. Correct only, no? I am your best teacher, aren't I? That is positive statement. I am. So you should use it in a aren't I. The same example, I am not your best teacher, I am not. So you should write in a question tag, am I. Or understood the difference between that I am and I am not. I am, you should given a sentence means aren't. I am not is in a given sentence, am I. Is it clear all of you? Okay. I am a taller than you. What the answer should come? Yes, correct. Aren't I. I am not taller than you. What the answer should come? Yes, am I. Statement without auxiliaries. She sings beautifully. Here is given sentence. There is no auxiliary verb. Sings. That is in a main verb is given there. So we had to use it. Doesn't she? Next one. The rivers flow towards the sea. That is, here also is no auxiliary verb. So use it in a don't they. The sun shines out in summer. So what here do you write it? Doesn't hit. Because sun shines is given there. Sun shines. We want that is in a question tag only auxiliary verbs plus pronoun. Is it clear? But is in a here there is no auxiliary verbs. Instead, present form of the verb is given. Shines. So here use it doesn't or does. Next example, Kapil broke the world record. Broke is in a past tense. So here use it did. But it didn't Kapil, you should not write. Didn't he? Because again I say you, question tag answer is auxiliary verb plus pronoun. Clear? See here it is no auxiliary verbs. So what is that? Broke is in a past tense. So here use it did. Next, statement using auxiliary verbs. Example, the bell has rung, hasn't it? The flowers have dropped, haven't they? This is all very easy to write because already that is auxiliary verb is given there. Without auxiliary verbs, we got to use it do, does for present tense, did for past tense. Clear? Do, that is in a only verb alone is given there means you have to write it in a do. Do they or do he or do she, whatever it is. Suppose verb plus yes, you should write does. Clear? Past tense is given, you should write did. Shall we move on to the next one? Okay. Statement having negative words, use the positive tag. For example, none, never, not, no, neither, nor, little, few, scarcely, hardly, rarely. Example, neither John nor David has any bad habits. Neither nor is in a negative words given in a questions. So answer will come in a do they. Clear? So neither John nor David has any bad habits, comma, do they, question mark. Next example, David shows little care in his studies. Does he? Why should write here it is not does he? That is in a little is in a negative. So use it in a positive tag. Shows is in a verb plus yes. Already I told you know. So verb plus yes you should write does. So that is in a does he. Next, Anthony scarcely listen in class. So does he. Few planets can be seen in the sky. So what you have to write? Can they? They rarely lose their points. Do they? Is it clear? Next one. statement having used little or few or positive tag. Therefore, they use the negative tag. For example, a little sugar is added to sauces. So, usually that is little is in a negative, but here it is coming in a positive question tag. But here, so little is in a here, sometimes it will come in a positive also. So, that is a negative statement question tag you should write, isn't it? Next, I have a few chocolate to share. Haven't I? Because few is in a negative words. Sometimes we have to use it also as in a negative question tags. Is it clear? All are understood? Shall we move on to the sixth rule? Only uses both positive and negative tags. Example, only children are allowed to play in the park. Write that question tag is are they, otherwise aren't they. Only children are allowed to play in the park, comma, are they also is in a correct answer, aren't they also is in a correct answer. Only uses both positive and negative tags. Another example, she did only one mistake. Did she also is in a correct answer, didn't she also is in a correct answer. So, only uses both positive and negative tags. Let's uses shall we. Example, let's go home, shall we. Let's get together for a party, shall we. Is it clear? Simple request uses will you. Pass me the pen, will you. You should ask the one student to another students, no? One person to another students. So that way we have to request to ask. Pass me the pen, will you. Get me a ticket. One passenger asked that another passenger get a ticket from a conductor. So what they have to ask, get me a ticket, will you. That is politely request, very request to ask. So that time you get to use that question tag, will you. Urgent request uses only you, won't you. Send me the email, that is in a urgent. So won't you. Pass on the message is an urgent, that is also used won't you. Is it clear? Next one, impatient remarks uses a can't you. Keep quiet, can't you. Listen to me, can't you. So that is an impatient remarks. Is it clear? All the rules. Once again I will say the statement using each, everyone, someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, none, nobody. Use it only pronoun, noun. Pronoun. Once again I will say you statement using each, every, someone, somebody, anybody, anyone, none, nobody. Write plural pronoun they. For example, everybody cheered, didn't they? Somebody can't do it, can't they? Some more examples. You are coming, aren't you? We have finished, haven't we? You do like coffee, don't you? You like coffee, don't you? They will help, won't they? I can come, can't I? We must go, mustn't we? He should try order, shouldn't he? Is it clear? I hope you would have cleared your doubts related to the topic. Today home assignments 24 statement with the question tags. Write it home test and send it to your respective teachers. Is it clear? Thanks for watching. God bless you.